Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this week's episode of Mocktail Minutes. This is Bailey.
And this is Brianna.
This week, what's funny is every time I start a Zoom now, I always just gonna be like, hello, everyone. Welcome.
Because the couple times that I've recorded by myself, it's almost like I'm waiting.
Yeah, that's what I've done. But I'm doing an Olipop. I needed a little bit extra fiber today. And I'm doing the classic root beer flavor.
Nice. I'm doing one of these Arih, A-R-I-H ones. Again, these little dual biotic sodas. I had the pineapple one last time and I really liked it. This is the lemon and it kind of tastes the way Lysol smells.
Oh, good.
Like the lemon. But it's okay.
Lemon is a tricky flavor. You either nail it or you don't. But yeah. there are some.
Yeah, I feel like this is like not really tart at all. It's a little bit sweet. So yeah, it's giving Lysol vibes. So there's that, if you are thinking. But the pineapple was very good.
Okay. Yes. Today, we are doing a very fitting episode for Mocktail Minutes. We're going to be talking about mocktails. I think summer is definitely a time, I would say, where we're just craving more fun drinks, and usually it leads to alcohol because that's the typical fun drink we think of. And I was actually thinking about this the other week. I think I've had maybe one drink since I was pregnant, so obviously I wasn't drinking then.
Yeah.
But even since then, that was like March, I think I've had one drink. And it's just, I don't even think about it anymore. And I kind of just came to the realization that I don't really care about the alcohol part. Sometimes I just want a different drink.
Yeah.
And so I've been really leaning into the mocktails or spending money on an Olipop or a Poppy over getting High Noons or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so, not to say you're bad if you drink High Noons. Yeah, alcohol is not going to help us, but just something I realized for myself. And if you're at Sam's to buy a thing of High Noons, it's $20 at least.
Yeah.
You could buy a pack of Poppies for $15, $18. So it's actually a little bit cheaper and you don't feel like crap. You're eating a little bit more of a functional drink. So I don't know. I just been kind of leaning more into my mocktail era and doing more on drinks that even if some drinks have a little bit more added sugar in them, I've been okay with it because I'm like not doing added sugar plus the alcohol. And I would say 6 grams of sugar is better than alcohol with no carbs too.
Yeah, and I think people get stuck on that, but it's 6 grams of sugar versus alcohol. There's a clear one is better. That's what it is. I think it's like the weather's nice, you do more outside things, you're relaxing, you're sitting on patios. I just want something crisp. Good. But yeah, the alcohol thing, I don't know. I used to be one that I could do like a midday margarita. Cool, I feel great. I literally can't. It's not even fun for me anymore. I need to go take a nap.
I always joke that if I am going to drink, I'd rather day drink because I don't want it to mess with my sleep. And I don't love a nightcap. It actually does not help you. And I think that's a big thing to think about is that mocktails aren't just avoiding alcohol for weight loss. I feel like it's what we talk about when we're talking about weight loss is, we're going to cut back on alcohol, we're going to cut back on sweets. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to cutting back on alcohol, that has to do with your sleep quality, your recovery, your hydration, your blood sugar. Your blood sugar is major. My blood sugar goes so wonky with alcohol. It's not great. Mm-hmm. Your appetite, your energy levels, where leaning into those mocktails allow you to have that social experience without sacrificing how you feel the next day. And when you put a little bit of thought on how they are made, you can actually get some benefits from it as well.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about the different parts of a mocktail and kind of things that you can put in it, especially summer type things that you can put in it that are actually beneficial from a nutrition standpoint, because you might as well enjoy your drink but then also get something out of it. And I get this question a lot. People are always like, what are you doing for a mocktail? How do you make one? I'm like, honestly, you do whatever you want, to be honest.
Yeah, there's no rules here.
You can do whatever, but start with a base. I'm a big one for sparkling water or coconut water. Sparkling is like carbonation. I need to cool out on the carbonation because it makes me really bloated, and I know this, but I love carbonation. It's like sparkling water, kombucha, coconut water, which is great for hydration. You could do green tea, herbal teas, mineral water. Choose a base, whatever it is. And then I would say a fruit, especially summer. There's also, I guess it could be fruits and cucumber's technically a vegetable. I'm like,
well, that works too.
Is it? Yeah. Watermelon, berries, citrus, pineapple, peach, mango, cucumber boosters. And this is, I think, really where it's at, especially if you're gonna make, even if you're just making flavored water for your fridge, it's the mint, basil, rosemary, ginger, jalapeno. If you want to get a little, you can make a really cool little mock spicy margarita with some mint and strawberry and jalapeno, just saying. And then you have your functional add-ins, different types of electrolytes, collagen peptides, tart cherry juice, that's a fun one, magnesium powders, green powders even, adaptogens, whatever you're going for, like relaxation, energy, whatever it is. You can add in something functional like that.
Yeah, like I said, there's really no rules here. It's okay, what sounds good? Now, what was it, last week I did my own DIY drink and I had blueberries. Something like that. It may not look as pretty because it's the peels, and then when you squish it, the inside is not blue. Where there's actually a lot of videos I've seen on TikTok where they do raspberries or strawberries, and it even looks fun. I've also seen adding chia seeds, and that's what I did to mine. So that can be a good way to get some extra fiber or healthy fat. So that's where the functional part of mocktails come into play. And you can also buy different ones too. Any that we share on here are typically dietitian approved. If you've noticed, we usually don't come on here drinking a sun drop type of thing.
Yeah. I never bring one on here that I'm like, I wouldn't recommend this.
So any that we mentioned, those are great options. This is more if you want to just make something fun, make something different. I will also use have you used Craft Mix before?
No.
Have you heard of that brand? So there's a brand.
I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, they're like packets, and you can mix alcohol and water with it to easy on the go drinks.
Smart.
So I've been using some of those and just not putting alcohol in. You just get the flavor, and those are pretty good. They have a margarita one.
And then
so I'll do that.
Good for sure. Good, yeah.
Yep. So that's another easy thing to have on hand. But yeah, you can also use these to give some benefit. Now, adding a thing of mint is not going to be like a miracle worker, but ingredients do contain different compounds that can support hydration, digestion, blood sugar balance, recovery, and just overall health. So something like watermelon is actually mainly water, and so it's super hydrating. And when you combine water, potassium from it, and small amounts of magnesium, it helps to support that fluid balance, especially when it's hot in the summer. It also has lycopene in it, and it's actually one of the richest sources of lycopene, and that's an antioxidant that helps protect your cells from oxidative stress and supports cardiovascular health. Now, that doesn't mean if you put watermelon in your cup every day, it's, wow, I am just got my shield of armor here.
My heart
just gives
is
you a
protected.
Yes, it just gives you a little boost here. There's also I would say any of the fruits are going to give you sweetness without a bunch of sugar compared to juices or sodas. Watermelon is going to provide that natural sweetness with fewer calories per serving because of most of its volume coming from that water too. And same thing, like cucumber. This is an easy one. I feel like this is more common that people will put in the water, like cucumber, lemon. Also, 95% water, contains potassium, which helps regulate your fluid balance and muscle function. Has some antioxidants in it, and then a lot of times people do this because it does have a little bit of that cooling effect, and so when it's hot, that high water content and just that mild flavor can just give you that refreshing feel, I guess you could say. So this is why I see this commonly added.
And then you have things like mint, which is helpful for digestion. So this is something I'll have people keep in their back pocket, like when you're traveling, your digestion is just a little off. It can help with digestion. It also has that cooling effect. It can freshen your breath. Ginger is good also for digestion because it helps us support it. It's anti-inflammatory, and then it also helps nausea. So if you're nauseous or just, because I live in Texas, and I feel like people will often say, I just feel this when I'm in the sun. Ginger can help with that. And it goes with everything. And then you have tart cherry juice, which is a great source of plant compounds. So it's really helpful for muscle recovery, but it can also support quality sleep. So this could be maybe an evening one or after a workout outside or a hike, and you're getting it to help with relaxation, recovery. I personally only do this in the evening because I feel like it actually really does help me. Whether it is placebo or not, it works. So tart cherry juice, and then I think coconut water. Coconut water has natural electrolytes. It's very high in potassium. So this could be one where maybe you add a little salt to it, or maybe you're someone that needs a more potassium forward thing, like you don't need extra salt. Coconut water. And you can now, there's a ton of different options too, where it doesn't have a bunch of sugar added. You could take it to the beach, you could take it to the gym, you can travel with it. So they even have it in airports. I feel like every airport I've been to recently has coconut water.
Yeah, the one thing I always say with coconut water is just look at the label, because some of them
are high in sugar.
Yes. I've looked at some flavored coconut waters and they're like close to 20 grams of added sugar, and like,
just get the no sugar added or minimal.
Yeah.
Because it's not as sweet. I think people are thinking coconut, they think kind of like tropical drink.
Yeah, like before I started drinking, I would always think pina colada type thing. It's not. It's not like drinking a pina colada.
No.
Very different. It's not my favorite. Like, I don't like to just drink coconut water by itself, but I do like to mix it with things. So I do actually use it for a base with my mocktails a lot. I usually do coconut water or sparkling water. Those are my go-tos for that. And I would say the other kind of like functional ingredients is your citrus fruits. So lemons, limes, oranges, grapefruits, those can be good because vitamin C helps your immune function. It helps your skin health. It's going to help with iron absorption. It's going to give those antioxidants, and it just adds, again, that flavor without a bunch of sugar. Same thing with berries. They're going to have some different antioxidants, polyphenols to support your heart health, your blood sugar control, just healthy aging in general.
Yeah.
And I would say basil or rosemary, those are other ingredients.
Are really fancy.
Yeah, I don't often use either of those in my drinks, but those can both be helpful anti-inflammatory or cognitive support as well. So you have lots of different options as to what you can throw together.
Yeah.
And so again, there's not a right or wrong way. Sometimes you could be more strategic to, okay, what does my body need? Like if you've done an HTMA, you kind of know, do I need more potassium? Do I need more sodium? Things like that can be helpful. There was something else I was going to say with that. Oh, like cream of tartar. That's a one that we don't often think about for our water, but it's good for potassium. A pinch of cream of tartar, you can add that, or cream of tartar, however you prefer to say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could add that for some potassium. So lots of different combinations and options that you can do.
Yeah.
Something that would be good, if you did a watermelon mint refresher, you could take watermelon, some lime juice, mint leaves, sparkling water, blend all that together. Or something like that, I would probably blend the watermelon, the mint, and lime juice, and then add the sparkling water and just stir it. So that could be a good summer drink, or a tropical type mocktail where you do coconut water, some pineapple juice, and I would get 100% pineapple juice.
Yeah, the expensive ones. And then you don't...
Yeah, the glass jar one.
Yeah.
Doing that plus some lime juice, you can add sea salt to that. Another easy one would be like cucumber lime. So cucumber, lime juice, mint, sparkling water kind of gives mojito vibes too.
And then there's also fancy ones like tart cherry juice, sparkling water, orange slices, rosemary. My tip for this is trying this when you go out to eat. Like most places have really nice like craft summer cocktails, and getting just a version one and then just basically asking like whatever simple syrups they use to like maybe omit it and just do a little bit more juice. Because what I find is a lot of times people just want like the nice glass and like cool ingredients, and like I've even had people start making them at home. I'm like, get a fun glass then to put your poppy in. It works. I'm just sitting,
it's weird,
out on my deck drinking poppy out of this cool glass, and suddenly I'm fine with not having a little bit glass of wine. I'm like, yes, this is it. But try it at restaurants because they take their time like with these craft cocktails. So if you're trying to put basil or rosemary or orange, or just do that. But a lot of the other ones that we talked about can be easily made at home. And I definitely recommend adding anything that we talked about that has hints, because I feel like the summer is just inflammatory. Like we are doing less sleep, we're doing more sun. A lot of times we're doing more like barbecue foods or like stuff like, it's just more inflammatory. So that you can kind of help your system like with the antioxidants, it's just strategic.
Yeah, make it more refreshing. It doesn't have to be a weird thing like, oh my gosh, I'm avoiding alcohol because I'm trying to lose weight. Yeah, it's going to help. It's going to be a good factor, but it could also just be refreshing. You want to have a clear head the next morning. You don't want to feel like blood sugar weirdness. Mocktails can be fun, they can be social, and they can also support hydration, digestion, and just your overall wellness. I think that's our biggest takeaway we want you to have from this episode is they can be fun, and we just tend to make quote unquote healthy things weird and feel restrictive. This actually isn't restrictive. It could actually be fun to put together a little mocktail bar at your next event. I'm actually doing a girls' night out event with a personal trainer that's local here. And that's what I'm helping set up. We're doing like a mocktail bar for after.
Yeah. See, that's fun. No, and I like that we do mocktails because I think for a lot of people, especially with weight loss, it's like only water. Like water and black coffee. The idea of drinking something fun is crazy, but like none of the things that we just said have a lot of calories in them. Most of them don't have a lot of added anything. It's just fun. So like spice up your life a bit.
Yeah.
Spice it up.
Get a fun cup.
Yeah.
Even put your water in a fun cup. You might enjoy it, or add a little lemon to it. It doesn't have to be a crazy mocktail either.
Rim. You could do like tahini rim. You can get crazy with it. I want to do that now, actually. I need tahini.
Just send Victor to the store.
Yeah, then probably will. Can you give me tahini?
It's like, and so we're having margaritas? No, we're having a spicy water.
Yeah, I'm having a spicy water. So, thank you.
All right, everyone. We will be back next week with a brand new episode, and talk to you then. Bye. Bye.